Hey, I know we talked to you back when you got here about the kind of uphill battle of picking up the playbook and getting up to speed with things. How do you feel that went throughout training camp and now going into the regular season?
I think it went pretty well. My coaching staff did a really good job of, taking the time to teach me the basic fundamentals of the defense. And I always feel like that's where it starts, kind of understanding why you're doing something. So I think they did a really good job of just teaching me the basics of the defense, and that helped me pick it up even quicker along the course of training camp.
Bill Huber, go ahead.
Hey, Devondre, obviously you know Alvin Kamara well. What's the challenge you guys face on Sunday?
He's a very talented player. Can do just about anything. He can catch it out the backfield. He's proved that he can be an every down back. So he's definitely a challenge. I think the best way to stop him is just get as many hats to the ball. We just got to swarm and play great team football.
Wes, you can go again.
Yeah, and with Krys and kind of getting to know him, for these past few months, how has that process been? And what do you think, of that kind of tandem you formed with him, at the inside backer position?
It's been really cool, being around him basically every single day, just learning about him as a person, not just a football player, learning about him, his background. I think that goes a long way when, you're going to battle with somebody. You want to know who you're dealing with, as well as him learning about me on a personal level. And, it just translates to the football field, makes you a lot more comfortable with each other.
Jason Wilde, go ahead.
Hey, Dre, I'm wondering, you guys obviously didn't play much or at all in the preseason, and it's a new defensive coordinator, and you're new to the team. You've played a lot of games in this league, though. How do you know at the start of the season if your defense is going to be any good or not?
I mean, we can't worry about that type of stuff. The only thing we can do is just go out, read our keys, and execute to the best of our ability. It just shows that our coaching staff has great trust in us to allow us to not be able to play in the preseason. But we can't worry about that. Only thing we can do, like I said, is just go out, read our keys, and trust our training. We've been practicing for six weeks now. So, I mean, we just have to go out there and show that everything we've been practicing on and put it on display.
Bill Huber, go ahead.
I know Wes just asked you about you and Chris Barnes. I want to ask you about you guys too, but just as far as pass coverage goes, what kind of tandem do you think you guys could be in that regard?
I think we can be really good. The sky's the limit for what we can accomplish, but we just have to take it one day at a time. We can't think too far ahead. Like right now, we have to worry about today and get through today, and then worry about tomorrow and then get to the game. But, the sky's the limit for what me and Chris can accomplish. We just have to keep our heads down and keep working.
Wes, go ahead if you have another one.
Yeah, Dre, to follow up on what Jason asked you, just with those 6 weeks of practice, what do you think about this group you have defensively, and kind of, with the talent that's there, what you guys might be able to accomplish this season?
I think this is one of the most talented defenses I've ever been a part of. We have a lot of good players all around the board, but, I've been around long enough to know that talent doesn't win you football games. You have to put it all together. We all have to be on the same page. We have to communicate. And like I said earlier, we have to play as one, or none of the talent matters. So we just have to keep on preparing. There's a lot of time in between now and the game. So we just have to keep on preparing, keep studying, and just be prepared for whatever comes our way.
Jason Wilde.
Dre, I'm not sure if this is why, but we haven't gotten to actually meet you in person yet. We've only done Zooms with you, and there's other guys that are going to the media auditorium. Are you not vaccinated? And if not, have there been challenges that have come with that in terms of the limitations that you have to face because of it?
I kind of prefer not to talk about that. I came here to talk about football, and that's what I'm here for.
Bill Huber, go ahead.
Oh, I had my hand down, Katie. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Wes, go ahead if you have another one.
Yeah, Dre, I just had a question about Campbell. Or just, with Isaiah coming in, what have you thought of just what he's brought? As sort of a younger guy and kind of filling out that room, and what his sort of skill set is?
The one thing that you immediately notice about Isaiah's game is his love for it, like the speed he plays at. He plays super, super fast. And you know, that's something that you can't coach. You can coach technique, you can correct mistakes, but you can't teach somebody how to play full speed. So that alone, you know, he's so much further ahead than a lot of rookies I've seen. You know, like a lot of people come in and they're thinking so much, so they play really slow, but that's not the case with him. Like he plays really fast, and that's definitely something that, you know, he can use to his advantage. So once he figures out how this league works, I think he can be a really, really talented player for years to come.